Welcome to Rockingham for the running of the Axalta 200. On the pole for today's race is Jake Moss, and to the outside is Eli Bright. In third is Tyler Lyman. Fourth is Brayson Collins, and running at your top five is Jonathan Rains. Here we go, second race of our Rockingham race weekend. The first race with the Truck Series race, and that was a wild race. We'll see if the ARCA race is the same, as here we go. Pace car to Pero, 30 laps at Rockingham, 200 miles. I'm excited to get going. Here come the 06 and 9 down the front stretch. Green flag in the air, we're racing at Rockingham. Oh, trouble already. 48 spun to the inside and back up. The 6-2 Troy Ready gets bumped. Caution will come out for that, as the raceback Tyler Lyman has taken the race lead. And Lyman leads us back to the yellow. So just like the truck race, a wreck on lap 1. Trey Rainey involved. The 48 got spun in the backstretch, Brandon Butler. And it looks like the 22 Jim Game also involved. Let's see what happened. This is what happens when cars get the wall. They come down off it. C69 hits it hard. Jay Parker comes down to Jeff Bright. Bright then gets into Brandon Butler. They're all right. And then 69 goes back up the track. And that's where he gets Trey Rainey and Jim Gambit. You see, Trey just couldn't do anything. Jim Gambit got a ton of damage from that. And somehow, everyone avoids those two spinning cars. That could have been a disaster right there. We have an onboard camera. Let's go on board Jeff Bryan, the 5, as he was taken down to the inside. But I don't think he got any damage. If he did, it's very little. Oh, it looks like Jeff Bright will be all right there to keep going. See Jay Barker in the wall in 3 and 4, so he obviously has a ton of damage. So back to the line first was Tyler Lyman. I'm doubting they will pit, and they do not. And Lyman will lose. Back to the green flag. We will go back room 25 to go. No cars have retired from the race. And it's Tyler Lyman up front. In second is Jonathan Rains. Third is Jake Moss. Fourth is Dan Bandon. And running at top 5 is Derek Bouchard. Then you got 6th is Eli Bright. 7th is Anthony Wendler. In 8th is Brayson Collins. 9th is Levi Schoens. And running at your top 10 is points leader Anthony Rodriguez. In 11th we have Stuart Gratton. 12th is Christian Merrick Jr. And 13th is Evan Rudd. 14th is JT Hanley. And 15th is Paul Minnick. 16th is Griffin Lynn. 17th is Riley Sperlitup, who won the last race at Chicago. Jeff Bryce 18th. 19th is Jake West. And running at top 20 is John West, as he is back after a scary wreck at the Gatorade Cup Series race at Las Vegas. So here we go. Pace car into pit road. First restart of the day. And we'll see if we can get going green as they come down the front stretch. Green flag is back in the air. Oh, you see some guys might have been caught sleeping there. Cars go to the outside trying to make a move. Others stay down line. Oh, car in the wall. That might be the 5. That is the 5. Jeff Bryan. He's going to get spun around hard to the inside wall. Yellow back out. Lyman has cleared the pack. Dan Bam will take second. And another caution here at Rockingham. This time, Jeff Bright with a ton of damage. Let's see what happened. This all starts on the restart. Jeff Bright goes up high. Right there. Gets into the wall. Then can't get off it. And maybe that damage kind of makes his car a little bit more tighter. And gets into the wall all throughout the corner. And then he comes off the wall right here. Into the 30 of Larry Bouchard Jr., who has nowhere to go. They go down. Look at that hit for Jeff Bright. Looks like John Gambit got damage from that as he went back up the track, but a ton of damage for Jeff Bright as he spins down the backstretch. You can see right here the 68 then got spun, John Gambit, as he comes up into Trey Rainey, Jay Barker, and Brandon Butler is going to get some damage from that. Ooh, and Jim Gambit hit him pretty hard too. Look at the 40 hits Jim Gambit. That's Jack Marshall in the 40. Jim Gambit goes around the 55 of Josh Crashers trying to avoid it all. Jimmy looks like able to keep out of the wall. Man, oh man, a lot happened on that wreck. Let's go on board Jeff Bright again, as his day's going to end early. Not what he wanted. So Lyman led them back, and they'll stay out again. And the 92 car is still your race leader. Let's see if we get to the green flag. Here we are, 20 laps to go when we take the green flag, and it is Jeff Bright out, so that leaves 28 cars left in the race, with Tyler Lyman out front, Dan Bandon in second, Jonathan Rains third, fourth is Derek Bouchard, and fifth, Anthony Wendler. In sixth, we have Brayson Collins. Seventh is the 32 of Levi Shones. In eighth is Eli Bright, ninth is Stuart Gratton, and 10th is Christian Merrick Jr. In 11th is Jake Moss. 12th is Anthony Rodriguez. 13th is Evan Rudd, 14th JT Hanley, and 15th Paul Minnick. In 16th is Griffin Lynn, 17th is Riley Sparleytube, 18th is Jake West, 19th is John West, and in 20th is Luke Rainey. 21st Jay Barker, 22nd Brandon Butler, 23rd Trey Rainey, 24th is Jack Marshall, and 25th Josh Crash, 26th John Gammett, 27th Larry Bouchard Jr., and 28th Jim Gammett. So that's your field. As let's see if we get green flag run here at Rockingham as the pace cars in Perot. 20 laps to go when we take the green flag. It is the 92 of Tyler Lyman all by himself as the green flag is back in the air. See, Jonathan Rains got a pretty good run. Dan Bannon might be able to take the second position. He's looking to the inside. Side by side for P number 2. Looks like we're going to make it a lap. Rains will go for the race lead. Now, yeah, great run through 3 and 4. Side by side down the front stretch, and Jonathan Rains leads this lap. What a great run for that 15 car through 3 and 4. Able to grab the lead. And look at, here comes Anthony Wendler in the 3. Charging. The 09 Brayson Collins is coming. As the front two have cleared now, they're going to try and pull away. Look at back there. The battle for third. Brayson Collins is on the inside. He has it. Look at this. Anthony Wendler's underneath Jonathan Rains. Rains hit the wall, came up, and Wendler had to take evasive action or else he would wreck him. And man, oh man, he almost wrecked himself. He was headed towards the inside. Well, I'm really surprised he was able to gather that up. Keep going straight. Lyman is still losing spots on that high side with 17 laps to go. They race through 1 and 2. One, they're going to try it again off of 2. Got a pretty good run. Lyman got the wall just a little bit. Look at the run for Wendler as he moves to the inside. Jonathan Rains through 3 and 4. And off of 4, Wendler and Rains are side by side to the line. It looks like Anthony Wendler led that lap. They will give it to him. Still trying to clear Rains though, and it looks like he finally will be able to. But now once you're stuck up high, you're going to have to get down low. Behind them, contact. Looked like the 52 almost wrecked maybe the 32 as the 32 bounced off the wall. Dan Bandon will take third. Brayson Collins is second. Eli Bright's going to try and fill that hole so Rains can't get down. Looks like Rains will be able to right there. Ooh, cars are in the wall behind them. The battle for second might be heating up here. Dan Bandon is a pretty fast hot rod, and he is closing in on Brayson Collins just a little bit. And look at the battle for fourth here. Eli Bright's on the back bumper of Rains as they hit turn 1-2. Stuart Gratton kind of in this battle. He's sixth. He's just outside of it. See, Eli Bright got a good run off the corner. He's going to have him in 3 and 4, I think. Yeah, he does. Side by side with 13 laps to go for fourth. Eli Bright trying to make his way up to the front. And that's one spot closer. He grabs P4. Battle for the race lead. Wendler got the wall, and here comes Brayson Collins and the 09 cars to the race lead. Dan Band's going to fill the hole. He's going to try and take second now, as Wendler might fall back to at least fourth. I don't think he'll fall any farther back as Stuart Gratton and Jonathan Rains were battling hard, and that slowed them down. Yeah, but these two battling for a second. Really loud. Eli Bright to the battle. Bright couldn't hang it. And Stuart Gratton got the wall, and he's going to lose a spot to Jonathan Rains, possibly more, as Paul Minnick pulls up. Griffin Lynn coming, and others. So the front four have gotten away. Brayson Collins is your race leader. Dan Bandon finished fourth in the truck race here last night. as he was leading, he led the most laps. He was the dominant truck. Look, he got the wall. And look at the run for Anthony Wendler. He'll move to the inside, and he'll grab second back. Can he run down Brayson Collins with 10 laps to go? But as I was saying, Dan Bandon had the dominant truck last night. Fell short, couldn't get it done. Now, does he have a little redemption in mind here? Right now, this battle for second, though, that's really going to hurt these guys. They have been battling the past few laps. In fact, they actually ran better than Collins up front last time by. Eli Bright has kind of fallen out of this battle. He's been running some pretty slow lap times. Well, that time was pretty good. And these guys are running about half a tenth faster. Oh, and Collins got the wall. Dan Bandon got the wall. Look at the run for Wendler at the end of the backstretch. He eased into 3 and 4 so he can hang on that yellow line with 8 laps to go. Paul Mick is through to 5th. Dan Bandon has fallen out of the battle for 2nd, but Wendler's using a lower line and it's not really working for him. Cars get the wall. Again, Eli Bright back into the wall. He probably has a ton of damage to that 9 car. Yeah, look at the side. The 3 car is also like that on the side, all beaten up. 7 laps to go. And the 09 is running 2 tenths faster than the 3. A tenth faster than the 11. And the 9 is kind of dropped out, just hoping for another restart maybe. That 3 needs to get into a rhythm. I think that 3 car is just a little bit faster than the 09. So he gained that time. It was a tenth faster. They'll become to 5 to go this time. Dan Bandon washed up the track. He gets the wall hard. That might allow Eli Bright to sneak into a battle. That might be a battle for 3rd. But we're focusing on the 2 leaders coming to 5 laps to go because this is really what matters. And Wendler's car, I don't know if it was him popping the wall a lot, but it's kind of fallen off now. 5 laps to go, and it looks like Brayson Collins could just coast it home, although he got a little tight off the corner, had steered away from the wall, and Wendler might have a little bit of a run. Just not close enough. 4 laps to go. No lap cars ahead, so I don't think we will have to handle lap traffic. Yeah, that time by they ran almost identical laps. I just don't see Anthony Wendler catching up. Yeah, next lap car is entering turn 1. We are fine here. So 3 to go this time for Brayson Collins. Out front, dominating here at Rockingham, the Axalta 200. Can he hang on for 3 more laps? Can the car hang on for 3 more laps? That time by, the 3 was about 100th faster, but the 09 goes off the track a lot. If he hits the wall, he does! Anthony Wendler hit the wall, though! And it hurt Wendler more than it hurt Collins there. I think that was all she wrote. And the caution has come out, and with 2 laps to go, Collins will win the race. It's bound the backstretch involving the 02 of John West, the 68 of John Gambit. Let's see what happened. See, off the corner, these guys get really tight once they're close together, and John Gambit has been in the wall multiple times. He hit it, came off it. John West was there. They spun down to the inside. Gambit hits that wall hard. 02 backs it in. And this helps Brayson Collins. Now all he has to do is coast it around one more time, as he will see the white flag, this time with the caution flag. One more time around Rockingham, a mile left, and Brayson Collins will win this race. What a good performance there by that 09 team. They got it done here today. Look at the sides of these cars, just a mess from them hitting the wall off of turn 2 a lot. I think every car has some kind of damage. Some worse than others. So here they come. Down the back stretch. The 3 car was trying to run down the 09 before that caution came out. It just didn't happen for him. And here they are. In 3 and 4. Brayson Collins will become the third winner of season number 1 in just 3 races. Off of turn number 4, Brayson Collins will win the Axalta 200 here at Rockingham. Comes across the line. There goes your top 10 on by. Let's check the finishing results. Here are the finishing results from the Axalta 200 at Rockingham. 3 caution flags for 10 laps, 3 lead changes among 4 different drivers. The dominant car of the day won the race. Brayson Collins started 4th, ended up winning the race, led 13 laps. Anthony Wendler led 4 laps, ended up 2nd. 3rd, Dan Ban, he is now your points leader. Eli Bright 4th, Griffin Lynn in 5th. In 6th was Paul Mick. 7th, Jonathan Rains, led 3 laps. In 8th was Christian Merrick Jr. 9th was Jake West. Running out your top 10, Josh Crash. So there's your top 20. As you can see, Tyler Lyman led 10 laps. Most of them were under caution, but he led 10 laps. Started 3rd, ended up 13th, and your pole sitter ended up 15th, didn't lead any laps. See the rest of the field, only 1 car retired from the race, Jeff Bray, after a hard wreck on the backstretch. Now let's go to the point standings. Here are the point standings after 3 races, and it's Dan Bandon on top of the points list. 9 points over Anthony Wendler, who is 2nd. Christian Merrick Jr. is in 3rd. 4th is Anthony Rodriguez, and 5th, Brayson Collins with that win. In 6th is Eli Bright. 7th is Riley Spurlitube. 8th is Brandon Butler. In 9th is Jake West. And running out your top 10 is Griffin Lynn. So there's your top 20 in the points. And you could see why Dan Bandon is on top of the points. 3 races, 3 top 5s. That's very good consistency. He hasn't led a lap yet, but just consistently up front, he finds his way to the front at the end of the races, and that's what wins you a championship, especially in this type of format where it's a full rate or a full season. Of course, people down here now, they're just trying to try and find a way to the front, not the seasons they've been wanting. So the next race will be the Hoosier 200 at Kansas. See you guys then.